exactly are funders looking for when they're judging applications? Well, here's the thing, some will straight up tell you if you know where to look. This is exactly what we're going to be covering today. Hey there, I'm Danielle Desir Corbett, a grant strategist, 6 times grant funded creator, and also the founder of Grants for Creators, where I curate hundreds of opportunities for creative people every year. And if you're not already on our newsletter, now is a great time for you to go ahead and hop on. We'll save you lots of time on the research. We do the research for you so you can go out, find what you need, apply, and ultimately win that grant funding to bring your dreams to life. Let's say you find a link to a grant application, you're learning more about it, right? The funder will tell you the reason as to why they created this program, the initiative that they have. They'll tell you things like the eligibility criteria. They'll tell you things like, who's won in the past, if that's even available. They'll give you a bunch of information so that you can make an informed decision about if this opportunity is right for you. However, if you take it a step further, you will find out exactly what they're looking for. And that is in the ding, ding, ding terms and conditions section. Sometimes it's buried, but oftentimes it is on that main page where they're talking about the grant. And let's be honest, when we think of terms and conditions, like for most things, we just kind of go skip, 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 accept, moving on, right? No, 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 no. In the grant space, this is a gold mine. This is insider intel that's going to let you know exactly what they're looking for. If you apply to this grant, you are agreeing to all of these terms. The terms and conditions will tell you things like the deadline. It'll tell you things like the initiative. It'll tell you things like how much money's on the table, how many grantees are going to be accepted. It will tell you if this is a monthly grant or quarterly grant. It'll give you that exact schedule. And then it will tell you the judging criteria. What? Yes. The judging criteria is really important because it will often tell you exactly the rubric, how many points each question will get you. I'm talking about real essay questions. This is where your craftsmanship begins. A lot of creators are rushing. They see something that we send out or they see something in the wild and they're excited about the submission and they just go ahead and they are applying. If you're not winning applications, you are probably rushing the process. Take a pause. When you see something that you're really excited about, take a pause. Sit in that excitement. Hopefully, it's not due tomorrow. I will look at the terms and conditions so I can confirm and know exactly how I'm going to be judged on. Okay. That's the secret. Grants are very much funders saying, hey, here are the terms and conditions that we're looking for to really give this money out and to make an impact in our community. And if you're not looking at this section, no matter how great of an idea that you have, you may be missing the mark because you have no idea what the funder is really judging you on. Again, if you know exactly what they're looking for, you could position your application for success in a whole different way. If they are really scoring impact and in the rubric, they're telling you, hey, we're looking for this, X, Y, and Z, that is how you're going to be framing your response, answering the question. Okay. A lot of creators, they are not answering the question specifically, clearly, the terms and conditions, judging criteria will let you know exactly what they're looking for. Does this mean every grant you find will have this information? Unfortunately, no. There are lots of grant applications that do not have the terms and conditions listed. So, in that situation, we're kind of like, going in there blind and we're just using the tools that we have, our know-how, our passion, all of those things to write a compelling response. But if there is terms and conditions, that needs to definitely be on your radar, but it's not always there. And then the other thing I'll say here is like if you have a question, a concern, if you need any assistance with an application and on that page, they give you a contact, an email contact to reach someone on their team. Take that opportunity to reach out. Take the opportunity to introduce yourself, ask a real question, get that clarity that you need before you spend time working on your grant application. Oftentimes, funders will have office hours. They will have things like, we'll look at your grant application. You can, sit with a coach on their team. And these are resources that they are offering us as aspiring grantees to tap into. So I would love to see creators exhausting all of the resources that a funder provides to position ourselves for success. Like I said, don't rush the application process unless you have to. If you have time, this is a time for you to dig in and see, do they have a live information session? Do they have a recording on their YouTube channel? Sit down and watch the YouTube video. Sit down and take notes. Go to the live sessions. Go to their events if they're having anything like in person. Get your application reviewed if that's something that they offer, right? These funders are not only offering money, they're offering also access to resources to secure the bag. So we need to be aware and we need to do the work. And it is work, right? Grant is an income stream just like any other creator income stream, right? Most of us are working day and night to do the thing that we love, the creation that we're working on, our art, our craft. Like it is work. Applying for a grant, although it's free money, it's work. It is work. I'm hoping today's video can help you uncover a layer to make it a little bit easier for yourself, but we have to tap into resources. I remember there was a grant I was considering, a local grant here, and I went to the information session and they were like, "Would anyone like to hop off mute and share with us a pitch?" And I was like, "Unmute, yes, here is my idea." Because I knew that this was a rare opportunity for me to get that FaceTime with that funder. Before they even see my application, I would love for them to get to know me a little bit. But more important than that, they gave me real feedback. And they said, if you position your application this way, you're not going to get it. If you position it this way, you're going to get it. Now, I already have a step up in the game compared to someone who didn't go to the info session, who didn't do any prior research. Like they are going in blind. I'm going in informed. I'm going in ready to secure the bag. Again, I'm not saying that every funder has this, but if they do have this, and you are serious about winning this money, then it does take a level of know how and effort. If you're new here, make sure you're following our YouTube channel so you never miss any of our upload. We share grant strategies just like this one every week.